this way.
Ready when you are.
I forgot to change the ability. Oh, wasn't it blocked before or something? Oh shit. My camera. Reset that. I left it on too long. How the fuck do I get down here? Oh, okay.
Trouble ahead.
Still alive? Still alive.
Can I turn that off? Oh. Why did I turn it off? Oh, because I think because it reloaded the I reloaded the earlier settings. Because I reloaded an earlier save file. That's right. Can I even get to this place? been there before, so I should be able to.
Here we go.
Everyone all right?
Oh. Okay. Okay, this part is blocked. So maybe try going this way.
That's a problem.
No, it's not. Let's just keep going. Oh, that's undiscovered, really? That's out here?
Nicely done.
There's a beacon there. Oh.
I'm on it.
Wait. What?
Heard ya.
The heck? Okay. Oh, here it is. to change his ability. This one. I can't get there anymore. Oh, is that like something? Oh. Okay. Where is that? Okay, we're not able to get through here because we can't get through this. And they just added this in. Okay. Why? Why do they have to block the path like that? Suddenly. Why is it so hard to get just to get to this quest? And I can't go through here because this is also blocked. So the only way we can get here is through here. I must have missed something. Guess I've been down there before. Well, also they started blocking areas. Oh, there's this. Okay, I see. So you can get down this way. No, this is a long drop, isn't it? Yeah, I remember this. So those guys over there, yeah, that was what Harding's quest was. Is that too high of a drop? Maybe not. Yep. Why do they do this? It's like right there. I almost landed. How? It's kind of silly. Does it have to be like this? Maybe I can drop down from here. No, I can't. Oh, okay. Maybe drop down from here and then. Okay, let's try that.
The demon of Virantium, huh? And they called you that before, the demon.
Ah, you don't have that enchanted barbed arrow in your quiver because you think it's pretty.
It is, though, isn't it? The red shimmer is the enfeebling magic, and the spike tip is designed to splinter inside the target.
Very nice.
I thought you'd like that. I really hope I don't have to use it though. Cost me a lot of gold.
That's why you only have the one.
Well, I only need one. Especially from this close.
The fuck are they even talking about? So this is the same, okay. God damn it. Yeah, I don't think I can get there anymore. This is ridiculous. Like both ways are blocked. This way is blocked too. Am I missing something? I gotta be missing something. Okay, I've been down this way. Can I drop from over here? No, oh God, it takes me back. Safe. I don't know how I can get down here. Can't do it from here. Can't do it from here. Can't do it from up here. Supposedly, no, because you go down this way and then you can't even jump this way. You can't jump down this way, so this area is totally blocked right now. I think you'd probably need to unlock more companions or something. But then why are they offering this quest now? There's gotta be something I'm missing. Let's look at this block path here. Okay, I see the little goopy goop. Oh. The goopy goop went that way. Somewhere I can't get to. Like somewhere over here, down here, but I can't get down here. Oh, can I? Oh, maybe I can. Okay. Can I go down and go back? Okay, I might be able to. Jesus. Doesn't have to be this difficult. Okay, this takes me back down here, right, with the poison thing. Let me see. See, if you can just drop down like this, why can't you just drop down over there? So we're looking for the extension of the tentacles.
We have company.
We do? Yeah, we can't even... See, you can't even see it. There's no way. And of course, these characters can't even swim. The only other thing I can think of is just going down this way. And then just loop back. See if it takes me anywhere. Is this it? No. Where is this? Slide down this way. Okay. All over the place. Just looks different from the other side. Let's go this way. It's funny how these the destructibles, they just respawn. Like every single time you use the fast travel, it respawns. Just wait. Oh yeah, that just opens the path. Yeah, I don't think. This just takes me back here. Oh, okay, let's see. Let's go back. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Okay. We're here. All right. We're here.
This is where Taynor was headed. Is Blight here? She didn't mention that.
Maybe she didn't know.
Jeez. Ow. That's what I suspected. The relic we were sent after was blighted, or it had some connection to the blight. The corruption was on me before I knew it. I'm glad I sent Taynor home. Cannot let the blight spread. I will find some way to destroy the stain. That's the last thing I do. Oros.
Oh, not good. That relic ended up blighting Oros.
What the?
Oros. He didn't make it. But it seems he managed to destroy the relic. Taynor and Gus must be out here somewhere. We'll keep looking.
Ridiculous. Okay, now we're back here.
Drop spawn. Wait.
Wait, there's another one? Oh.
Nice work.
Answer. We're sorry, Taynor. You didn't deserve this. One more Veil Jumper to find. The tracker Gus. Let's hope we can still save him.
Where is he? I didn't even see the body. What made him... Oh, here. What made her conclude that the person is dead? She hasn't even seen the corpse. Oh, God. Jesus.
What's up there? By those bushes. A collar? It says Gus. Oh, wait. The tracker Taynor talked about is a Nug. Horus's companion Nug. Oh. Let's get you home, little one.
There was a nug. There was a nug right there. So what was the deal? Oh, there was supposed to be a nug. Okay. But where is Taynor's corpse? She mentioned something. Well, I'm sorry, Taynor, but so Taynor was the enemy that you were just fighting. It's like there's a disconnect. God damn it. Oh, that's right. She needs to.
Right.
Oh. Oops.
You got it.
What they should have done actually is say, "Oh, Taynor, we're fighting Taynor," or something like that. Oh, Taynor has transformed or something. Like while you're fighting Taynor. Wasn't there something here blocking us? So we better take care of that. It's behind me. Over that direction. We better take care of that first. Unless it's been, yeah, I see it's still blocked. There we go. Jeez. Wow, deja vu. So where are we going? We're going back. Bring the nug home.
I hope Taynor is all right. I haven't seen her in days.
What? What are we placing there? What? What the fuck is going on?
That's Gus. I wondered where he was. Haven't seen Oros or Taynor in a while either.
I'm sorry. Gus was the only one I could save.
It's kind of like a mismatch. Ability cooldown, and it should be, well, I guess maybe not. What do they consider low health? 20%? Lower than 30%. I don't know. Since the ability itself is leaning towards low health, no, fuck it. Fuck it.
creators have mercy. Poor Gus. Do you think he understands?
No.
I suppose I'll look after him now. Oris wouldn't want him to be lonely. Thank you, Rook.
See, that's a problem with having a pet. Because I'm kind of sour about the pet situation now, you know, because you get so much love from your pet and then your pet just dies. So, like, is it better for them to survive you? Maybe not, because they don't understand, you know. When you're dead, I don't think they understand. Even though, you know, I made provisions where if I were to go before Yoshi, you know, she went first, that we would have Yoshi look at my corpse or whatever. But I don't think she would understand still, you know, even at that point. It's just, life is pretty shitty if you really think about it. You're just doing the best that you can.
That Morrigan still hasn't bought anything from me. Bit standoffish if you ask me. Though maybe it's for the best. Heard some wild stories about her. Have a look.
Oh, is this what we're using now? Current item. How do we know which one she has equipped? Oh, my regards is what she has equipped right now. Yeah, how do I know which one I have equipped now? It doesn't tell you in the store.
Send your friends my way.
I guess she got equipped now. Oh, mayhem. It's better. Twin edge pick. Raiders axe.
Tell him. If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help.
It's so expensive. Really, current item, what does that mean? Oh, currently it's this, okay. Is this what I have on right now? Why is it not? Defense -7. Why? Okay, this is confusing.
Tune it.
It doesn't have to be this confusing. Why can't I have a compare? Defiant plate is what I have.
It's time. Bits and bobs for just the right price.
Okay. Oh, there it is, a compare. Okay, jeez. Well, we should get a preview of how these actually would look.
Safe travels.
Let's see if I can do this now. I'm not sure, because maybe it was just a bug and I couldn't finish it before. Maybe now I can.
Don't let your guard down out there.
Guess there's a spot where you can complete that quest, but there's no prompt. So. Let's see if it's there now.
Thea told me you were fearless. Threatening the demon of Virantium to his face certainly proves it.
You know, it's actually the opposite. I'm afraid of what you are.
I'm brutally honest. She didn't mention that part.
I've seen demons. I know how they can corrupt. I know it won't even be your fault if it happens. But I won't let someone else turn on my friends, no matter how scared I am.
Good. Keep your bow close.
Trouble scouted.
They're close.
All right, everyone.
Maybe you're supposed to select an item from the inventory. Is that what it is? How do you even open your inventory? Maybe you're supposed to select something. No. Perform the ritual. What is the ritual? How do you perform it? Oh, you have to be up here, I think. Oh, I see, I see. That's where you do the ritual. But how the fuck do you get up there? Yeah, and then I can't get over there, right? That's not a real, yeah.
Leave it to me.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I thought it was weird that you can complete this quest.
Here goes. You are fighters, scholars, explorers, friends, family, and lovers. We will remember you as you lived and not as you died. Go in peace. Rest well.
A moment's pain does not undo a lifetime of hope. Thank you.
That's pretty cool. I didn't even see that. Maybe we read some codex. The Elven Armory. We found another one of those strange elven buildings, the ones with the rings spinning around them. This one was unique though because it wasn't half melted. Not sure what kind of magic you need to melt stone like that. Not sure that that's a question I ever actually want to know the answer to. I don't know why this one survived mostly intact when the others suffered so much damage, but the illuvian inside was smashed. Maybe that was it. Oh, that empty armor was pretty spooky though. Kept expecting it to jump off the wall at any time. That was some Belara. Yeah. Letter from Erlen to Belara. Belara, it was good to see you. Felt a little bit like old times, you know, just going out there and doing the work instead of worrying about everything else that's happening right now. I know things are a little weird, and I know that some of this isn't really my business to say, even when we were together, but I'm going to say it. You have to stop beating yourself over what happened with Syrian. I know you think you're the one who can fix everything, but you can't. No one can. You're a friend, Belara, and I still care about you. So give yourself a break. And a Kit Kat. Is that her brother? That's a pretty good description of grief. There is another jagged edge. There's always another one. That's yeah, that's how it really feels. From Strife's journal, Ruins Reach. Veil Jumper recruits always ask me the same question. What's Ruins Reach? I tell them it depends on the day of the week. It's always changing. One week the trees turn blue. The next you'll hear voices speaking to you from thin air. The truth is we don't know what it is. We only know that a stretch of forest where you could have a pleasant picnic is now an ever-shifting hall of mirrors and chaos. It's like reality is trying to figure what it wants to be, what shape it wants to take, and it keeps changing its mind. I've explored our life in forests for much of my life, and I've never felt so confused. The forest I once knew is becoming something else. Never ends. From Ireland's journal, the forest is wrong. The forest is wrong, but more than that, the animals are wrong. The Hala is spooked and seem to be off hiding somewhere. A lot fewer come around now. For some reason, the owls are gathering together, which they never do. They're usually loners. Even the insects are quiet. I'm glad the mosquitoes have skipped out, but it doesn't feel right. They're always a pain. Then our scouts started reporting strange creatures in the woods, things we've never seen in this region. We don't know what they are. They aren't natural, which means the animals that are natural are in danger. The whole fabric of life in the forest is under siege. We need to find a way to fight back. Look at that picture. Oh yeah, the people turn into trees. The elves turn into trees. The expedition scouting report, Veil Jumpers, Renine and Nisser reporting. The trees in Ruins Reach started humming today. We heard faint echoes and went looking. We could never pinpoint it, but it sounded like music. It took us a while to realize it was coming from all directions, so we spent an hour going in circles trying to make sense of that. Finally it dawned on us. It was coming from the trees. We were completely surrounded by it, the hum. Inside it, the whole forest was bathed in it. We couldn't tell if it was the leaves or the branches making the sound. We brought back samples of both, but as soon as we left Ruins Reach, the hum stopped. We haven't heard it since. That's all of it for the elven people. Yep, okay. Let's read all of the dwarven people. 5 entries. Thought on Isaac Tunal. Harding, how can anything be both all and one, together but separate? It doesn't make sense, does it? But of course it doesn't make sense. You can't make sense of an idea without a word to define it, to give it shape and boundary. Maybe acetunol is a word we forgot, and then we forgot that acetunol was possible. Think about ants. Ants know what they are. They know their purpose, and they must understand instinctually how that purpose fits within the whole. But what if it doesn't end there? What if their consciousness isn't just individual? What if the nest itself knew what it was, a collective sentence of some kind? Nothing says the ants don't have a collective sentience. We just don't assume they don't because they're ants. Ants, or bees, or darkspawn. Now there's a plot. Love Dagna, Inquisition, Arcanus. Have we met Dagna before? What the? Oh, because it's a dwarven ness of lore, so that explains the picture. A letter home. An unsent letter from Harding to her mother. What? My dearest Ma, I'm writing to you from Euranthus. I'm into winter. Isn't that amazing? Yes, there are power-hungry mages and slavers and cultists, but the city is much more than that. You should see the magical lights. I've mentioned this before, but I don't really work for the Inquisition the way I used to. It's complicated. I do miss it. I miss Skyhole and my friends there. But Charter still keeps in contact, and I'm working with Varric, doing something really important. I wish I could tell you more. Soon, though. We're very close to finding the person we've been tracking. Once that's over, I'll come home and you'll get to hear the whole story. Maybe I'll be in time for the sheep sharing. Lots of love, Lace. Sheep sharing, what? You do that once a year, so you know you're gonna be gone for more than a year. Encouragement from Harding's mom. Dearest Lace, I didn't know her first name was Lace. Maybe there was a mention of that in Inquisition. Remember when Sir Russ bucked him through you and you landed face first on that pitchfork? There were so many tears those first weeks, but not from recognizing yourself in the mirror. But that was mostly the swelling, and in the end, the scar didn't ruin anything. You learn to accept it as part of you. Of course, the Titan's gift changes you. Every day adds something new. Something it's little, sometimes it's little, sometimes it's big, and so often it's painful. But it doesn't lessen us. Change is difficult, but all growth is. And the thing that stops growing, well, it's dead, isn't it? I do worry, of course, about what it all means, but I've always worried a little about your adventures. Whatever comes, I know you're strong enough to bear it. Love, Ma. Harding's notes Kalsharok. I've been thinking about Kalsharok, aside from Orzammar. It's the only other great Thag we know about. It was supposedly destroyed in the first Blight. The Thag was in the Darkspawn's path, and the dwarves swilled it off and retreated to Orzammar. They abandoned their own people. And then, about 20 years ago, we learned that the city survived and continues to hold a terrible and justified grudge against Orzammar. Kalsharok has secrets, many, many secrets. How they survived and continue to hold terrible and justified grudge against Orzammar. Kalsharok has secrets, many, many secrets. Where am I at? How they survive the Blight is one, and I hope a great understanding of the Titans is another. Charter knows people who can put me in touch. I hope they're okay talking to me. It doesn't matter if they don't know how much more than I do. If they accept the Titans and are curious about them, it will be a huge improvement over Orzammar. Jesus, it's the same thing. They use the same script. Okay. Orzammar and Titans. Getting a strong feeling that Orzammar doesn't want to acknowledge the Titan's existence. You'd think the capital of Dwarven civilization would be interested in the history of our people, but nope. Almost 10 years since Shaper Volta connected with her Titan, and they don't care. I know they know. I delivered the Inquisition report to Assembly myself. Technically, I delivered it to an Assembly aide because I'm a surfacer and I don't get to be anywhere near the Assembly Hall. Sure wasn't fun learning that. Records that exist Outside of Orzammar mentioned great sleeping titans and the first ancestors. Maybe Orzammar's leaders remove all reference to the titans from their memories on purpose. Maybe they buried our report on Valta for some reason. They're afraid of something? Maybe accepting we all came from titans make it harder for them to defend the caste system and their treatment of the casteless. Alright, that's done. Oh, only one for the Shadow Dragons? Okay, let's do it. Detective turned shadow. An old unsigned letter haphazardly filled with handwriting samples, annotated by Nev. Nev Gallas, slight slant in the penmanship, narrow loops. I know you know who I am. I know you're a few people and I didn't know about. In another I didn't know about check. I suspect you know who I work with. Smooth connectors, good ink, but can't fully hide the flourish. Expensive schooling. A time and place will follow. You'll know them when you see them. If you're interested, we could use someone like you. Is this where I bring the light? Interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's probably gonna be a lot for this one. We'll save those for a rainy day. Not a lot here, so let's just finish miscellaneous. Only 4. Okay. Harding's note, Lyrium dagger. They had no idea it was a dagger when they found it in the primeval thing. It looked like an idol with figures carved from red lyrium. Didn't want to stare at it too long, Varric once said. Felt like it was staring back. His brother, Bartran, kept the idol for himself and probably stared at it much too long. When he felt his sanity slipping, Bartran sold the idol to Knight Commander Meredith of Kirkwall, who forged the idol into a blade. It didn't end well for her. The idol remained lodged in Meredith's petrified remains until it was removed some years ago, presumably by Solis, and restored to its original form. That's when we learned about the idol's connection to the elven god. Solis used the lyrium dagger to create the veil, and he's going to use it to bring the veil down. Letter from Solis to Algernon. To Algernon, Sun Tamer, general of the enlightened army, first among the Eluvian, Vanuris, ruler of Arlarthon, who woke at the dawn of the elves. From Solis, spirit speaker, second to Mythal, Fenharl of Dreadwolf, who is no younger. I ask you again to reconsider. To claim there is no difference in ruling as king and ruling as god begs the question of why you feel it's necessary to claim such a title for yourself. Most of the people accept your rule. You have shackled their bodies. Must you shackle their minds in turn? There is much we disagree upon, but you must see that hobbling our people with such claims will limit the spirits and tarnish the gleam of your leadership. Your power is unquestioned. May your wisdom match it. Argonon's reply, to Solis, spirit speaker, second to Mythal, Dreadwolf. Our Lord Argonon has received your words and will give them the consideration they deserve. Rest well knowing our Lord Argonon is devoted to his people and their well-being, and wishes for them to have lives of peace and abundance. Regards, Desmal, blood-born to Argonon, keeper of his rights on behalf of Argonon, Sun Tamer, crown of Arlathon, first of the firstborn, lord of the day and of the night, and who woke at the dawn of the Elven. Cool picture. And that's all this. Later the Charter. Charter, yes, the trail went cold. Harding is probably the best damn scout in Thetis, and she couldn't pick it up again. No, I'm not giving up yet. The Inquisitor and I are in perfect agreement here. Solis has to be stopped. He thinks the world is broken, and the only way to fix it is to blow it all up and rebuild from the ashes. But I don't care how much better the shiny new world will be after someone else buries all the bodies for him. I spent enough years of my life doing that cleanup already. The people who live in this world, the broken, the shitty one, their lives are worth just as much as the beautiful elven paradise. And the worst part of it, he knows it. This is my last chance to make things right. I have to take it. Okay, that's it, right? That is it for miscellaneous. We'll have to read a couple of the world status, I think. Just so that... Oh, and that's everything? We got 28 out of 28? Then we must read the whole thing so that we're all done with it. Hopefully it's not that long. Oh, is that the sexuality and thetas? Oh, this is gonna drive them crazy. What I find most interesting is that despite the lack of open discussion on matters of human sexuality, there is commonality to be found in the subject in all Andrestrian lands. Typically, one's sexual habits are considered natural and separate from matters of procreation, and only among the nobility, where procreation involves issues of inheritance and the union of powerful families, it is considered of vital importance. Yet, even there, a noble who has done their duty to their family might be allowed to pursue their own sexual interests without raising eyebrows. The view on indulging lust with a member of the same gender varies from land to land. In Olay, it is considered a quick quirk of character, nothing more. In Ferelden, it is a matter of scandal if done indiscreetly, but otherwise nothing noteworthy. In Tevinter, it is considered selfish and deviant behavior among nobles, but actively encouraged with favored slaves. Nowhere is it forbidden, and sex of any kind is only considered worthy of judgment when taken to awful excess or performed in the public eye. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of Chantry Scholar by Brother Genitivity. Hey, this is one of his first entries here. I don't think this was ever discussed in the previous Dragon Age games, but yeah, this is going to drive them nuts. What is the... let's look at the picture. Isn't that the character from the second game? The pirate lady, whatever her name was. The Orlesian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Veilguard, and I mean this literally. Once, the system of noble titles in Olay was labyrinthine. There were barons and baroness and baronets and sub-barons and a horde of others, each with its own origins and its own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility played the grand game, as it is known. I remember that. Whether they wish to or not, it is a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumors and scandal is the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any other war the Olay have fought. Of this I'm assured by almost every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Drakon, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There is no more venerated figure in Olay. In Veilguard, the statue of Drakon stands as tall as the statue of Andraste. Drakon determined that the grand game was tearing Olay apart, so he abolished all titles beside his own and lord and lady. I am told with some twittering amusement that this action did not end the grand game as Drakon had intended. Now lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the Exalted Patron of Tassus Clay or Uncle to the Champion of Trem. It is a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think of the poor doormen at the balls who must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much paint since kennels at High-Ever. But that is another story. From Beyond the Prospects by Ben Theoric of West Hill, 920 Dragon. That was a good, that was a fun read. Oh, I like this picture. You already read this. That looks like, yeah, that character from the last game. This is about Andraste. I thought I already read this. Yeah, I already read this. How come it's showing that I haven't? I think it's because I loaded up the previous save. Yeah, I just read this like when I first got it, because I remember. Antiva. In the rest of the civilized world, it is common belief that Antiva has no king. I assure you, gentle readers, that this is untrue. The line of kings in Antiva has remained unbroken for 2,500 years. It is simply that nobody pays any attention to them whatsoever. In truth, the nation is ruled by a collection of merchant princes. They are not princes in the literal sense, but heads of banks, trading companies, and vineyards. Their power is conferred strictly by wealth. But Antiva is not primarily renowned for its peculiar form of government, nor for its admittedly unparalleled wines. Antiva is known for the House of Crows. Since Antivans are well known for being good at everything but fighting, it is more than a little ironic that Antiva possesses the most deadly assassins in the world. Their fame is such that Antiva keeps no standing army. No king is willing to order his troops to assault her borders, and no general is mad enough to lead such invasion. The attack would likely succeed, but its leaders would not see the day. Before the ages were named and numbered, our people were glorious and eternal in the ever-changing Arlatan. Part 1. Like the great oak tree, they were constant in their tradition, strong in their roots, and ever reaching for the sky. It is about the elves. They felt no need to rush when life was endless. They worshipped their gods for months at a time. Decisions came after decades of debate, and an introduction could last for years. From time to time, our ancestors would drift into centuries-long slumber, but this was not death, for we know they wandered to fade in dreams. I think I've read this in a previous game. In those ages, our people call all of the land Alvernan, which is the old language means place of people. In the center of the world stood the great city of Alathan, a place of knowledge and debate, where the best of the ancient elves would go to trade knowledge, greet old friends, and settle disputes that had gone on for millennia. But while our ancestors were caught up in the forever cycle of ages, drifting through life at what we today would consider an intolerable pace, the world outside the lush forests and trees was changing. The humans first arrived from Parbolan to the north, called Shamlan, or quicklings by the ancients. The humans were pitiful creatures whose lives blinked by in an instant. When they first met the elves, the humans were brash and warlike, quick to anger and quicker to fight, with no patience for the unhurried pace of elven diplomacy. But humans brought worse things than war with them. Our ancestors proved susceptible to human diseases. In the first time in history, elves died of natural causes. What's more, those elves who spent time bartering and negotiating with humans found themselves aging, tainted by the humans' brash and impatient lives. Many believed that the ancient gods had judged them unworthy of their long lives and cast them down among the quicklings. Our ancestors came to look upon the humans as parasites, which I understand is similar to the way that the humans see our people in the cities. The ancient elves immediately moved to close Alvernan off from the humans for fear that this quickening effect would crumble civilization. On the fall of Arlathan, told by Cheryl, keeper of the little Ralafaran clan of Eldish Dalish elves. I think I've read this one because I remember this picture. You asked what happened to Arlathan. Sadly, we do not know. Even those of us who keep the ancient lore have no record of what really happened. What we have are accounts of the days before the fall and the fable of the winds of the gods. Oh no, I haven't read this. The human world was changing even as the elves slept. Clans and tribes gave way to a powerful empire called Tevinter, which, for what reason we do not know, moved to conquer Alvernan. When they breached this great city of Arlathan, our people, fearful of disease and loss of immortality, chose to flee rather than fight, with magic, demons, and even dragons at their behest. The Tevinter Imperium marched easily through Arlathan. destroying homes and galleries and amphitheaters that had stood for ages. Our people were corralled as slaves, and human contact quickened their veins until every captured elf turned mortal. The elves called to their ancient gods, but there was no answer. As to why the gods didn't answer, our people left only a legend. They say that Van Herel, the dread wolf and lord of tricksters, approached the ancient god of good and evil and proposed a truce. The gods of good would remove themselves to heaven, and the lords of evil would exile themselves to the abyss, neither group ever again to enter the other's lands. But the gods did not know that Van Herel had planned to betray them, and by the time they realized the dread wolf's treachery, they were still in their respective realms, never again to interact with the mortal world. It is a fable, to be sure, but those elves who travel the beyond claim that Van Herel still roams the world of dreams, keeping watch over the gods lest they escape from their prison. Whatever the case, our Latin had fallen to the very humans our people had once considered mere pests. It is said that the Tevinter mages used their great destructive power to force the very ground to swallow our Latin whole, destroying aeons of collected knowledge, culture, and art, the whole of elven lore left only to memory. Okay, how many more of these? Let's try this one. Xenon the Antiquarian. Wait, I remember that. It's the Black Emporium, yeah. I left the Black Emporium empty-handed for two reasons. First, most of the items were priced far beyond what I could afford. Second, I spent most of my time there trying to sate my curiosity about its proprietor. I found myself stealing glances at the antiquarian from behind piles of books, between shelves, and at one point, over a basket of mismatched socks. There he sat, petrified in the center of the emporium, skin a waxy gray of ancient taut sinew, moaning in a voice so dry and brittle it sounded like snapping of twigs after a drought. A girl of not more than 12 scurried to and fro, fulfilled numerous requests. Yeah, I think this is the same entry from the last one, from Inquisition. Another patron noticed my fascination and told me that the girl, most likely an urchin rescued from the street, was responsible for the needs of the antiquarian, feeding, washing, and the like. So impossibly old he is and so fragile his skin, he can only tolerate the barest whisper of touches from the smallest, most tender of his servants. Only in this way may he come close to his lost youth, said the man. I was surrounded by objects of legend, yet none fascinated me as did the antiquarian. From the journal found in Kirkwall's Dark Town, written by an unknown author. Vatar. Okay. After extensive study of the Kunari specimens you kindly provided, I've come to the conclusion that the painted markings on their face and body are not, in fact, solely for ceremonial purpose, but provide practical benefit. Oh, I'm certain there is some cultural significance to the patterns and colors they choose, but the Kunari do nothing without purpose, yes? They call these markings Vatar, which in their tongue means poison armor. It's called this because the markings are magical in nature and actually harden their skin to an iron-like quality without hindering flexibility. And my analysis says the paint consists of largely of poison. It's mixing with something else, blood, perhaps their own. Yeah, I remember reading this before. And that neutralizes the poison, but only for one with Kunari physiology. Anyone else would perish almost instantly, which reminds me, I'll kindly require another body slave. What? The process activates the magical qualities of the poison, which provides a protective effect, almost in the same manner that lyrium runes do. But if you suck on that skin, will the poison seep out? How this works and whether it can be used for our purposes will require further study, perhaps some live specimen this time, from a letter written by Nemeria Organiganus, apprentice to Magister Varus. The Veil. We'll just read this final row and then we'll go eat breakfast after that. I detest this notion that the veil is some manner of invisible curtain that separates the world from the living, from the world of the spirits. Whether it be called fate or beyond is a matter of racial politics I refuse to indulge in. Okay, I think I've read this before here in this game. There's no this side, that side when it comes to the veil. One cannot think of it as physical thing or barrier, but shimmering wall of holy light. Thank you very much for that image of perfection. Think of a veil instead as opening one's eyes. Before you opened them, you saw a world as you see it now, static, solid, unchanging. Now that they're open, you see a world as the spirits see it, chaotic, ever-changing. A realm where imagined and remembered have as much substance as that which is real, more in fact. The spirit sees everything as defined by will and memory. This is why they are so very lost when they cross the veil. In our world, imagination has no substance. Objects exist independently of how we remember them or what emotions we associate with them. Mages alone possess the power to change the world with their minds, and perhaps this forms the nature of the demon's attraction to them. Who can say? Regardless, the act of passing through the veil is much more about changing one's perceptions than physical transition. The veil is an idea. It is an act of transition itself. And it is only the fact that both living and beings and spirits find the transition difficult that gives the veil any credence as a physical barrier at all. From a dissertation of fate as a physical manifestation by Moreno, Senior Chapter of Maranthus, Circle of Magi, 655 Steel. Okay, one last one. The Winter Society. This should be fun. Oh, this is from Brother Jenny TV. To those outside the Winter Imperium, it's easy to imagine a society filled with mages and elven slaves and low elves. In truth, there are 3 different Winters, each of them a war completely separated from each other, from the others. There are the mages, the land's nobility, completely obsessed with competing for supremacy with each other, almost to the exclusion of paying any heed to the nation's enemies, such as the Kunari. The well-bred Atlas sneer at the Latins, who in turn sneer at the Praetari. They vie for dominance in the Magisterium, where factions shift and flow on a daily basis with deadly consequences, requiring every family to put on the veneer of perfect citizenship or face scandals and censure. Then there are the so-called Soporati, the sleepers. These are the non-magical citizens who vastly outnumber the mages, yet are beholden to their whims. Many resentful of their status, plotting in secret, even as they secretly hope their children would possess magical talent and enticing lure, since the talent could conceivably show up in anyone, even a slave. It would be easy to forget that Tevinter possesses a massive class of publicans, the civil servants and leaders of the legionnaires. It has an enormous merchant class, enough teeming poor to drown any other nation in Thedas, and the shadowy thieves called presumptor, who are practically treated with respect. Then there are the slaves. One would think they, at least, see each other as equals, but it is not so. The divide between the freed liberati, those who act as personal servants to magisters, those who work on farms and factories, and the servus publicus, who do all the tasks proper citizens will not. It is all but insurmountable. But perhaps in emulation of those who own them, imperial slaves will connive and scheme to try anyhow. Outsiders might see it as futile, but to Tevinter citizens, their nation's social classes are the most mutable and rewarding of merit in all of Thedas. Okay. And that's only 16% of everything. At least we completed this already. We just have to read through them. Okay. Let's just take care of this real quick. Harding got... Oh, wait. More skill points. Harding the healer. My character got something else to... Oh. Okay. We're gonna stop here. Where's my, wait, where's my save file? Okay, be careful not to click on anything. My save file is gone. My playthrough 1. Just call it save 1. Wow, it's gone. I don't know what happened. Okay.